How to lose subscribers in the first 10 seconds of your video. Well, DLC and microtransactions are not inherently bad. And they're really not. Like with most things, it's how it's implemented that really matters. There are loot boxes, supply drops, microtransactions that are implemented poorly, and there are ones that have little to no impact on the actual gameplay and are just there to make the publisher some money while giving you some cool items or aesthetics. But that's not what this video is about. This is a little bit more of a personal video, and I guess we could debate long and hard about DLC being good or bad. But the reason I don't mind DLC is because I don't normally buy it. Here's my criteria as to whether or not I will buy a season pass or a DLC pack or an expansion or even a microtransaction, and that is, am I putting a lot of time into the game? Am I enjoying the time that I'm putting into the game? And do I crave the game without the DLC? This is why I am not buying Destiny 2's DLC right off the bat, and I might get it down the line later. Because I'm not really against these companies, I'm not really railing against them. If you are, then don't buy it, that's fine. Just don't project that onto everyone else, or you will be held to a much higher standard than you're probably prepared for. I've talked about that in a previous video. The video where I said it's really easy to stand up to EA when it comes to Battlefront 2's silly progression and loot system, but you're still going to buy the next Battlefield, so shut up, they got your money anyway. If you're going to be serious about it all the time, or get out of my comment section with your bullshit. Serious video game activism's real hard when you have people like me that just fucking buy whatever they want and don't really think about it. Whatever. I guess I'm not helping, and I guess I'm also just being a little bit inflammatory. So let me reel this back. If I'm enjoying a game, I will buy the DLC for it. In fact, I'm excited to get the Forza Horizon 3 expansion pass for Blizzard Mountain and the Hot Wheels, because I'm enjoying the hell out of Forza Horizon 3. I play with my friend, I play with my girlfriend, I play it downstairs, my dad likes watching me play it, I like just turning on music and playing it, and it gets me more comfortable with cars, because I'm not really a car person, but now I can actually start naming some cars I see on the road, and it's actually my first ever driving game, other than the first Forza Horizon, that I'm actually into. When I have that feeling where I don't feel like I need DLC to keep enjoying the game, I'm just enjoying it, I feel like piling some good expansion packs or good DLC on top of that is a better experience for me as a gamer, as a consumer, as a person who's spending their own money. And this is why I don't buy the season passes with Call of Duty. The only Call of Duty that I have pre-ordered with the season pass was Infinite Warfare. Because I was going to buy Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered because I was excited for IW and I have a lot of fond memories of COD 4, so of course I was going to get both of them. And that was going to be $80, which wasn't unreasonable, which is $20 more than what I pay, but for $20 more, I could get a season pass. 2 games and a season pass for $100 is much better than 1 game and a season pass for $110. That whole deal with MWR and IW spoiled me. I don't think I could ever pre-order a $100 version of Call of Duty unless it comes with 2 games. I guess here's hoping that we get World at War Remastered with the next Treyarch COD. One of the games I kind of jumped the gun on DLC with was Ghost Recon Wildlands. I had put $100 into a game that literally entertained me for 3 weeks, and that was it. My friends stopped playing it, my girlfriend stopped playing it, I stopped playing it. Months later, after not enjoying it and not playing it, I called up Microsoft and was like, hey, I want my money back. And they said okay, and I got my $100 back. Anyway, the reason I'm not going to be putting my money into Destiny 2's DLC is because Destiny 2 kept me happy as a gamer for about 3.5 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, and then I was done. You know, I'd even say, even if it was 5 weeks, I played it, and I haven't wanted to play it, I don't think, since November started. I don't think I've really fully booted up Destiny 2 and played it since November started, because I just haven't enjoyed it. I should say I haven't been in the mood for it. I'm not going to say I don't enjoy it, because it is a fun game to play, but I've even stopped logging on once a week to get the weapons and gear from Xur. I just stopped. Destiny 2 has a decent gameplay loop, and it has a decent amount of content. I'm not saying the game stiffed me or my girlfriend when we got it, but at the same time, why would I put money into something that's not giving me pleasure to begin with? You know what I mean? Like, why would I buy a DLC for a game I'm not playing? Because what? Well, I'll play through the DLC, I'll do everything in the DLC, but then that base game is still looming around the corner when I'm done, and that's the thing I'm not playing. If I was playing Destiny every other day, I was grinding it, I was doing the Nightfalls, I did the raid, I did all the things you do in Destiny, and I was doing it often, and I put more Destiny content on this channel, and I really, for some reason, enjoyed the Crucible, like, that would be one thing. And I might have the new DLC pre-ordered right now, but I don't, for good reason. It doesn't have enough to get my time by itself, so I'm not paying extra, so it takes up a little bit more of my time, and then I'm done with it. I buy Call of Duties without their season passes. I play them for the first 2 or 3 months before the DLCs come out. And then I'll get the season pass if I've enjoyed the game. I didn't get the premium version of Battlefield 1 because Battlefield 1 was something I had to try out. So I played Battlefield 1 up and through, now I'm level 43 in it, and it still won't hook me. It still won't hook me. And it's actually becoming more irritating because I'm getting killed by DLC weapons. And I'm playing on the same boring maps. And the gunplay is still really kind of random and clunky feeling, and I just don't like it. I might like it better on PC, I don't want to get into that. But Battlefield 1 felt stunted, it felt rushed, and I do not enjoy sitting and playing it. Why would I put money into it until I like it? Like, oh, $15 DLC, $15 DLC, or $50 premium pass until I like it. The premium pass was $15 this last Black Friday sale. Why didn't I grab it? Because I don't want to give them more money to make the game more enjoyable. The reason I bought DLCs for other Battlefield games was because I was already putting hours and hours and hours and hours in, and I was enjoying the hell out of them. But Battlefield 3 didn't need DLC for me. Battlefield 4 doesn't need DLC for me, except for the guns. I feel like the best part about the DLCs for Battlefield 4, because nobody really plays the maps on console anymore, is the guns. My arsenal is huge, but I don't need all of that. In Hardline, they made all the DLCs free, but I didn't need them. I was still enjoying the game anyway. Now let's talk about my opinion on that Zombies DLC they did for Black Ops 3. That one really irritated me. It really did. Because Black Ops 3 was a game that I stopped playing. And about felt like 4 or 5 months before Infinite Warfare came out, I could barely find a match. They were just putting guns in supply drops, no free maps, no free guns for everyone, no giving open content from Treyarch and Activision, nothing. So it asking me to buy more extra content for the game, none of it being free, and I already had the season pass, I felt fucked. I feel like this game hasn't been giving. I don't want to put my time into it anymore. The endgame content grind was bullshit. So on top of my preference against the game, objectively, it had shitty endgame content and a shitty way to add post-launch content. It wasn't giving. The best thing they added after launch was like the fucking Fracture game mode, and that barely stayed populated. I made a whole video about this. I don't want to give money to you guys when you're not making your base game enjoyable and fun for me. You're not treating me like a valued customer. I'm not going to value you as a company and buy everything you put out. So even though Destiny 2 might be a better game for me after I get that new DLC, I don't want that. I don't want to pay extra for the better game. I want to get a solid game that I can sink hours and hours and hours and hours and hours into, and then I'll buy the DLC out of appreciation for the game, out of pure enjoyment of the game and its mechanics, out of the fact that my friends are owning it and my friends are going to be buying the DLCs for it, but none of this is happening. So that's kind of the gist of why I'm not buying the Destiny DLC. I will buy DLC, I will buy microtransactions and loot boxes in games that I value. When Infinite Warfare was giving out free guns to season pass holders and non-season pass holders, its login bonuses, its mission team system, with everything they had going on, I appreciated it so much that on my birthday I spent $20 on supply drops and I don't fucking regret it. I got so many variants and cool things that I used throughout the life cycle of that game, and I never felt like I had paid to win. In fact, I never felt like anyone was paid to win in that game. The base NV4 was still more viable than a lot of the silly variants. That was a system I indulged in. I put $120 exactly into Infinite Warfare, its Season Pass, Modern Warfare Remastered, and a bundle of supply drops. But hey, Infinite Warfare eventually fatigued me, and I didn't even get to max prestige in it. And Modern Warfare Remastered I really just love because of private matching with my buddies. The online tick rate is so bad, it's just, I don't know, I can't feel competitive in it. I just kind of feel like it's a blast to the past, and then it's boring. But I still somehow feel like I got my money's worth with that bundle, and I still feel like I would do it again. If by the time the DLC is coming out for COD World War II on Xbox, and I'm enjoying the game, and I'm still loving on it, and I'm still enjoying it, then I will most likely buy the Season Pass to get that first DLC when it comes out, and then all of the next DLC packs. I have to see if I enjoy the game. And if Call of Duty World War II has me irritated, frustrated, angry, I don't find myself playing it or grinding it or wanting to hop on it, then it's not getting my money. So one more thing here right at the end, and if you made it till the end, write hamburger in the comment section as a code to let me know you got this far. But right here at the end, I would just recommend something for you guys. I'm not going to say don't buy the DLC. I'm not going to tell people what to buy anymore with those big angry videos. Those didn't go over well with people. So let me just say this. I would recommend that you don't soak money into a game you're not playing so that you want to play it. I feel like that's a bad consumer practice. I don't really blame the company as much as I do the consumers that buy a game, get bored of it, and then they're excited for the DLC because it'll make it, what, more fun? The DLC will give you a couple more hours of playtime and then it's over. So, don't soak money into a game you're not soaking your time into. I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.